UnDaoDu to you. I want to talk about love and the kinds of love, and for all of you like myself who have been fortunate enough to experience agape love, the spiritual love, when you love someone as though you are loving the universe itself, right? And my understanding to what that really means, and I want to explain it to you because when you feel that way, it's really important that you put it in the context. Because when you have that agape love, what you're feeling is the love through the iris of a person. So there's something known as entanglement in quantum mechanics, and entanglement is when two things are bonded together. And the simple fact is agape love, or the simple fact is my belief, my understanding, of my life quest of trying to understand and share what the meaning of agape love is. Now, I'm not talking about romantic love, which is wanting to have sex and fun. I'm talking about this spiritual love in which it's not about the sex. It's about really loving that person, like you're loving their soul. And the what this is you are awoke to the entanglement of that person. Now, the reality is it's very rare for two people to be awoke in agape love. It's just, it's not something that happens a lot. If it did, it'd be great, because all these songs is like, you say, unless you love someone back the same way, it's not real love. I disagree with that. What you need to realize, if you have this feeling of agape love for someone and it's not reciprocated, what you have to realize is they're just not awoke to that connection. The connection is there, and it could be clouded with their own conceptions of what it is their perfect mate. It could be clouded because they're not ready, they're not open to it. But a healthy way to look at this agape love when you have the experience is to realize it's not the individual that you're loving, okay? They're a window to the universe, and what you're truly connecting to is the universe. When you have that feeling, you're connecting to the universe. And when you start taking that interpretation away from the individual and from a micro to a macro level, and then you can celebrate it, even if that agape love is gone, right? Or if it's not reciprocated, you're expressing it from the right point of view. Love the universe. Allow that agape love in a way to be a window to what I call the do, right? And that window, and cherish it, even though it's like, wow, you have opened up an iris. So the other person is an iris, and they've opened up to the purity of that love, because that is the love of the universe. And once you come to this actualization, what happens is the love is always there. So it took me a lifetime, and recently I was awoken, and I didn't think it would ever happen again, and it happened again. And I realized when it happened the meaning behind it, because it didn't matter that it wasn't reciprocated, right? It was like, wow, you've basically opened my eyes to the reality of the meaning of this, and I feel it now all the time. And I think of all the other times in relationships that I've had in the past where all of a sudden you feel angry that it's not reciprocated, or you go, I wish she would return the way I feel for her. And that becomes pain because you think it has to be this way, that you don't have it, and it's kind of like there's a song out there which I listened to. It was like, why do good people never find love, or something, can never get that reciprocation? So by simply changing your point of view to, instead of looking at the individual, but looking at from a micro to a macro, and cherishing that experience, all of a sudden that experience becomes eternal, and you live with that experience all the time, and you don't have to worry about the heartbreak. You don't have to worry about the loss or the non-reciprocation of that love, because you're putting it in the right context. Does that make sense? All right. And it's taken me, I don't know, 40 years, 30 years. Like, I fell in love the first time when I was in my, 35 years for me to finally grasp this. And then to go through the experience and completely fine with it not being reciprocated, and just loving that person and loving all the other individuals that I've felt this in the past for, which have gone off and gotten married, which, that I moved away from, and so on and so on. I realize now what they were. They were irises to, you know, to the beauty of the universe. They were irises to the do. That expression, that feeling is the do, the disturbed unconsciousness. And they're irises to that sensation. There you go. UnDaoDu. 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 There you go. Explaining to you what Agape love is.